Hi everybody, welcome to Sun Dragon Tips and Tricks. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina, and I am coming to you from the shop, not from my house. But I realized life has been crazy this December. There's been a lot of virtual paperwork, a lot of other things going on, a lot of life. And so I realized I kept having to put off filming because I had other things going on. And I realized I haven't checked in with you all since the YouTube live at the beginning of the month. And tomorrow I'm driving to my family's house to have Christmas break, winter break. The shop will be closed from the 24th we'll reopen on January 6th. And so I figured it was time to squeeze in a really quick update for y'all that I will try to get posted today on some of the things. I kept going, but I don't have this part and I don't have that part and I can't film now because there's stuff at the shop and I can't film here because there's stuff at home. So, things I finished. There's a lot of things I'm still working on. I don't even have them in here except for the most recent that I'm flying through. Just wanted to give you a quick proof of life and a quick look at the stuff I finished this month, and it was awesome. So I did finish my striped pipe sweater. I'm gonna get up so you can see. Ta-da! I still haven't blocked it for anyone who watches our other channel where all three of us talk about stuff from the shop. I love how it came out. It is pilling to high heaven because it is so soft. And if I could keep up with the little pills, it's not that it's a bad yarn. It's the Juniper Moon Farm Rambouillet. It is luscious, wonderful yarn. Soft, natural yarn is going to pill. If you don't want it to pill, it's been treated with some kind of chemical, basically, so it won't. And this is a drop shoulder. So it's wide. I did not do some decreases she recommended because I didn't want it to cling too much to me. And I like how it came out. I can see how the decreases might have been just fine too, to not have it be a little baggy here. But I like the length with the 3 stripes of each color. And if I block it, it might hang and the ribbing might not suck in quite so much. It might be absolutely lovely. I just want to live in this right now because when it's cold out, this is the warmest, most yummy thing ever. And so I haven't. I mentioned it's the Juniper Moon Farm Rambouillet. And I used 5 colors, 1 skein of each. I have tons of leftover. If I bring them on vacation with me, I will be making hats and gloves and all kinds of things that I can make with the leftovers. I used 4 skeins of the porcelain, the cream color. I probably could have gotten away with 3, but I wanted to work on parts while other parts were unfinished. And so I wrapped up the 4th ball to use. So, but it's just Rambouillet. My understanding is it's a crossbreed of Merino and Romney, and they're both really soft, and so the wool is really soft. It's not what you think of with scratchy, itchy wool. The flip side of that is it totally depends on your sensitivity to wool. If you think this is scratchy or not, I think it is lusciously soft. It makes the Friday Harbor sweater I have feel rough. It's lovely. It's wonderful. I'm loving all the details on it. Stripe hype sweater, but it's Veronika. Kutova Kika is her tag name on Ravelry. I'm not going to remember all the names and everything because I'm working on not enough sleep and trying to pack to go, and there's a lot going on in my head. So, but before I started a new sweater, I was like, I've got to finish some stuff. So I finished this one. These are the Magical Mittens. And it is a pattern. I don't remember the author right now off the top of my head because life. But it's a pattern that you have these lovely mittens that are knit and garter. And I knit them all on straight needles, like not even circular, doing back and forth. Literally straight needles to prove they could be done. Because I found the pattern. It was published this year. And I was like, this is intriguing. And you're knitting flat and you break off and do the thumb, but the rest hangs out on the needles. And it's a little bit of a funky shape, and one of them went better than the other, and I might not have done them totally right. But you do like pick up stitches through 2 layers and a bind off. So it's like a 3 needle bind off without 3 needles, with only the 2 needles, and an edge. And then you do the same thing on the outside edges here, and you end up with these cozy mittens that this is all I have left. I have not touched it with a tapestry needle. It ended up like this. And this is a new color we have of Encore, which I just think is absolutely lovely. And I don't think people can appreciate it in the ball, so I made these mittens. So, magical mittens. I still had yarn from 1 skein of worsted weight yarn left over. I finished 2 hats too. I'm learning as I get into all of these sweaters that hats are actually pretty fast. I'm not the biggest fan of hats because I don't really wear hats a whole lot, but they get finished a whole lot faster than sweaters do. So I wanted to show off the Handmade, which is the sparkly red in here, and I held it with 2 strands, a green and a cream of Harriet Fine, because the Handmade Sparkly, if we look at the different strands here, the Handmade Sparkly it's not super rough, but it's also not super soft. So I held it with 2 alpaca strands, basically, and I did the Bankhead hat, which is our go-to for a worsted weight. You almost lose some of the texture with all the marling going on, but it's got a twisted rib at the bottom, a big chunky part, and then a little bit, it's like knit 4, purl 1 every other row, and the other row is knit, and it gives you a little bit of texture up there. But I made this hat as an example. I still have tons left over from all my skeins that I marled on this. And then I made this hat I've been wanting to make for a really long time. I wanted to make a small sample out of the Amano Touré, which is a worsted weight Pima cotton and merino wool blend. And it's heavy and lovely and soft. And I made my staffin out of it, but I needed like 10 or 11 skeins because with that Pima cotton, it makes it so there's only like 137 yards, which for a worsted weight sounds like it'd be really thick, but it's not. It's really a true worsted weight, maybe a heavy worsted weight. So I found this pattern. I wanted to do stripe. This is stripes before I made the striped sweater. So I've been jonesing on stripes for a while, apparently. But striped hats by Quince and Company, and it's super slouchy. I actually did run out of the aquamarine at the very end. But see how slouchy it is? I could have made it shorter, but it was really fun. It's got a provisional cast on that is, so it's a wraparound brim. There's actually no purling in this. This is a stockinette brim that has been linked in with a provisional cast on after a certain number of rows. So all knitting in the round. What was kind of cool about the top part here, which should be in the aquamarine, but I ran out, is there's 1 row of decreases. You go from like 80 something stitches to 40 something stitches by knit 2 together all the way around, and then you just pull the yarn, like thread it through and pull it tight. And so for people, when we tell them the simplest hat is going to be making a large tube and then putting the yarn through all the stitches at the top and pulling it up tight, and it's going to be roughly. This ruffle is after decreasing to half the number of stitches, but that's it. But it's okay because that is, like, in terms of the top of the hat, in many ways, it's okay because that is the slouchy part of the hat that's way back there. It's not sitting on top of your head being all ruffled. If it was closer to the top of your head, a good pom-pom can fix that, I think. But so I finished this. And I have been on a little bit of a tear making bags for the shop, and the bigger ones have sold. I made a bunch with rainbow dragon fabric with either a white background or a black background, and both of those like instantly sold. So I don't have them to show you here, but I did make this lovely, I'm calling it Bright Flowers. It's with K Facets fabric. It's a small project bag. This one runs about $30. It's on my online shop site. And then I had made one out of some of the fabric I used on my sister's bag, my sister's Christmas present. I loved it so much, I decided to make a notions pouch out of it with a yummy yellow fabric inside, a warm yellow fabric inside. First one I made already sold. Fantastic. I still have one more left. The notions pouches are $19. Then this one is K-Facet fabric again. You can see they, in some ways, they're from like the same collection, like colors go together, kind of. This one, it kind of looks like peppermint candy, but in neon colors, or at least bright colors. So I'm calling it neon striped candy. And the bottom almost matches up, but the top does, in that it's kind of neat. It's hard to see because I have made it into a bag, but when it was in the pieces laid out, it was like, it looks like the candy just keeps going. It's really, I think it's really cool. So I had to point it out with some nice quilting lines on it. This is also $19 on our online shop site because today is the last day that we are open here at the shop. So I'm going to try to get this video up quickly if I can. It is the 23rd. Today only on the 23rd, both in shop and online, we're offering a promotion where if you spend at least $50 up to just under $100 before tax and shipping, we'll throw in a $10 gift card. And if you spend over $100, we'll throw in a $20 gift card. They can be used online or at the shop. They'll be physical cards, so online shoppers won't get them until we mail their packages, which will be after our break. We are about to go on break the 24th through the 6th. The shop will be closed. The online shop, you can definitely buy stuff in the online shop. We won't be here to pack them and ship them, though, or let you know if there's errors with inventory or things like that. We are going on our annual holiday break where I go visit my family. I'm going to get up before the crack of dawn tomorrow and start driving towards Illinois. And Hannah and Liz, I didn't forget her name. My brain is going sideways because I still haven't had breakfast. Hannah and Liz are going to be sleeping a lot, I hope. Resting, going and doing fun things, and telling me all about it. So, but last chance to buy things from the online shop. We won't be shipping anything bought this week until we come back. There's no way we can make it to the post office and it wouldn't get to you for a while. Anyway, so last thing I want to show you, though, is the progress I've made on my reluctant homeschooler, which I decided to stripe as well because stripes are fun and they keep me going. And also it means I'm using up less of one color of yarn. I'm spreading out the yarn that I'm using. I made a reluctant homeschooler by Caitlin Hunter. It's a cozy, chunky cardigan. And I made one with Wizard a few years ago, and that one sustained some damage, but it was fun. It only took 4 balls, and when I was done, it's like, this is lovely, but I'm kind of jealous of the cover photo of the reluctant homeschooler, which is this like almost like wearing a weighted blanket. Like it was fuzzy and like Wizard is wonderful. Baroque Wizard is wonderful because it is warm without being heavy. But I wanted the heavy. So as soon as I finished it, I wanted to make another one. And I waited because all kinds of other things going on. And then beginning of this month, I was just like, you know what? I want to make this for me. I want to do something nice for myself. And so I looked through all the options we had in the shop, and I finally decided on Barocco's Lana's Quick, which technically is a light super bulky. It's a little too thick for this. But I was like, I think I can make it work. And I like the colors, and I like what I can do with stripes. And I almost was going to use like every single color we had. And then Liz and I narrowed it down to 5, because in theory, the yardage meant I would need 2 skeins of each color if I picked 5. And from the colors we had left in the shop, we don't have a ton. This is the color scheme we picked. And I'm already this far through my second ball of blue because I chose to do the blue for the hems and the cuffs. But it's bottom up. Oh, that's still a hem. Cuffs. It's bottom up, so I made the sleeves. This is bottom up. Will leave you with underarm holes until you sew them. It's kind of funky. But I made the sleeves, and then here's my other sleeve. And I made the body from the bottom. I have a tangle of yarn, but that's okay. And I am a few rows past where you join them all together, which is really kind of hinky for, and it's not on a barber cord, so you're gonna have to just kind of take my word for stuff. Trying to knit around the sleeves when there's only a 4-stitch gap here is funky on the circular needles, but the whole thing is on the circular needles now, where if, you know, for anyone who hasn't done a bottom up before, like this helps you imagine what's happening. I've got my sleeves, which look really short until you realize I'm doing the raglan decreases right now. And I didn't quite get gauge. My stitch count's a little bit lower, which means my stitches are a little bigger. But trying to back up so I can show you. But I think this is gonna fit and be roomy, actually. And I messed up on my navigating where the stripes, they worked. The stripes are all lined up, but I went a couple rows further than I wanted to because I did the math a little wrong. All right, I second guessed myself and I shouldn't have. So these sleeves might be a little long, but again, I want a weighted blanket, so it's going to be fun. So I'm on my second ball of, and I'm making sure my tips are not coming off. I'm on my second ball of every color right now. I think I have enough of everything but the blue to finish it, but the blue is probably going to be the cardigan ribbing, the band, button band, but I'm not going to do buttons. So I'm probably going to need a third skein of the blue, which means I'm on 11 skeins for this, but this is also a long cardigan, as opposed to needing 11 skeins for a worsted weight pullover when I was talking about the tray. So I'm super excited with this. This may be the one project that comes with me on my road trip because it would be fun to finish it. And I don't think it needs to be blocked because it is just yummy by itself. But we'll see. I have so many things to pack, I'm going to forget a lot. But I'm driving, so I get to bring as much as I want, as much as fits. And I picked a compact SUV, and they didn't have it, so I got an upgrade. So I have more space now. Haha, it's dangerous. But this was my quick proof of life check-in for you all. And I don't know if I'm going to be posting anything from my family's place. We might do something like side by side on the other channel, on the Sun Dragon Sideshow with all the employees, if we can do it on Zoom. But that's going to be on the other channel. Anyway, so I've already gone about 15 minutes into the shop being open, and I should probably be available just in case. Yesterday, we were open on a Monday, which is not a usual day for us, and it was really slow until about lunchtime, and then we were slammed. And so it might happen again. We haven't had many people in this morning, but we could get slammed, right? So it's really good to touch base with y'all, and I hope to get back to videos and classes next year. I was supposed to be taking December to figure out, I'm looking at the calendar, which is blank over here. I can do this so you can see it. Ta-da. I erased everything on it, so except for December, because that's still happening, so I could plan next year. And I was supposed to be doing that during December while we had no classes, and life was life, and I'm still figuring out next year. So I will try to let y'all know when I figured it out. So stay tuned. Love y'all. Keep crafting. As I always like to say, may your crafting be filled with joy and confidence. I'll talk to you soon. Happy 2026 momentarily, right? Bye.